Hey, welcome to Cleveland, Ohio. In today's video, we are going to be participating in the AME 2023 conference here at the Huntington Convention Center behind me. During this conference, there's going to be a number of industry partners and experts that will be talking about how to reimagine excellence, which is part of the theme for this year. Hope you'll enjoy the content. And check out the fountain of eternal life behind me that represents this eternal perspective of continuous improvement and heading towards a long-term vision of operational excellence. Let's go check it out.
Cleveland, Ohio, home to over 2 million people, is known by most as the Forest City. You may also know them by their sports such as the Cleveland Browns or the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland also is home to the Christmas Story House, now open to visitors who can tour inside the famous leg lamp house or visit the gift shop across the street and buy your own leg lamp, a Red Ryder BB gun, or the famous soap used after dropping the F-bomb. If you want to know more about the Civil War, there are plenty of memorials and historical sites to leave a humbling impression, especially after visiting the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. 9,000 names from Cuyahoga County who served in the Civil War are inscribed on the walls inside the monument building. You may also be interested in visiting the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame building, where you'll find Jimi Hendrix's guitar or John Lennon's bed. Most call Cleveland the birthplace of rock, when the first rock concert was held in 1952. In this amazing city, we bring together over 1,000 people who represent hundreds of companies from around the world to participate in an annual AME conference, or Association of Manufacturing Excellence. Here at the Huntington Convention Center, you'll connect with great people who are also making improvements. They set up booths, create breakout sessions, and host keynote speakers. I also had a chance to meet with a couple participants to get their takeaways from their time here.
Sounds good.
Hey, so I've got Mark Braun here, and he represents a group of emerging leaders, is that right?
Encouraging leaders.
Encouraging leaders. And he has a lot of experience in our industry, and he's excited to participate here at AME. And the theme for this year is reimagining excellence. And so how has the conference gone for you? What have been some of the takeaways? And what are you really hoping to get out of it?
Yeah, well, it's been incredible. We're only a half day into it right now. And, the focus of inclusion that was brought this morning from our speaker, our keynote, was incredible. To refocus DE&I efforts to have inclusion be a critical aspect of excellence, and that it's actually a driving force for it, is so powerful. I have been around AME for a number of years as a participant, as a board member, and to see the CEO up there, Sinise, just sharing her heart for inclusion was incredible.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing some of your comments, and hope you'll enjoy the rest of the conference. This is just a fantastic time of year for all of us to come together and get a feel for where we're at in our journey of operational excellence, and where do we go from here. So it's a humbling experience.
It is.
It's also an opportunity for us to share some of the great things that we've learned.
I've loved being out at OC Tanner several times, seeing what excellence looks like and how we can reimagine it together.
Well, it's great to chat with you. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Great to be with you.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Thanks.
With all the great breakout sessions and keynotes, one speaker in particular made a huge impact on the audience and brought a standing ovation. That speaker was Bob Chapman. His message about treating each person on your team as a son or daughter of someone's parents really put things in perspective. Let's listen in to some of what he had to say.
I will tell you right now, the power to solve our problems is right here in this room. There is no presidential candidate, no mayor, no senator who can address the issues that we face in our country, in our communities, in our families. All of you right here. And that's what I hope you get out of this, a real sense of hope. It's called truly human leadership. We used to call it people-centric leadership. And Simon Sinek came along and said, an anthropologist, and said, no, this is truly human leadership. This is the way we are called to treat each other. But you can't ask people to care You have to teach them how to care. So I want to walk you through this. Today, in our country, and I speak all over the world, and we operate all over the world, and I find it true in every country, 88% of all people feel they work for an organization that does not care for them. Why would you want your kids to get out of high school and get a job when there's an 88% chance they're not going to be treated with respect and dignity? And we in this room can say that. When I talk to CEOs, I say, you're all worried about the cost of health care? You are the problem. 74% of all illnesses are chronic. The biggest cause of chronic illness is stress. And the biggest cause of stress is work. This is not good news for most of you in the room, but 65% of all people, according to Gallup, would give up a salary increase if they could fire their boss. Okay? 58% of all people would trust a stranger before they would trust their boss. This is the world we are sending young people into. And when we wonder why we can't find people who want to join our firms, these young people were raised in families where their parents came home exhausted, stressed, and could hardly wait to retire. So when we wonder why kids don't want to do it, so what we are suffering from in this country is leadership malpractice.
What a powerful message from Bob Chapman. We appreciate his thought leadership. Gary Peterson also had a breakout session. If you want to hear what he had to say, you'll have to check out the next video in the AME series.
Come subscribe right here and like this video so that you too can also get a lot of the best practices that OC Tanner is learning and applying every day. We'll catch you on the next one.